There's always that one person who's going to be fake regardless of no apparent reason. Again, my thing is, what's the whole point of being fake? Why are you being fake? If you don't like someone, distance yourself away from them. Don't socialize with them. But what's the whole point of being fake or pretending to be friends with someone when in reality you're backstabbing them? What's the point of being fake? What are you really earning from being fake? Hello y'all, welcome back to another YouTube video. As you guys read down below, you guys already know what's about to go down. But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get straight into the video. So first things first is, as you guys can read by the title, you guys already know what we are about to talk about. So why are people so fake? Honestly, you guys can't tell me you guys haven't encountered someone who's so fake and you can literally read it through them. You can see it through their soul. I'm going to be 100% transparent with you guys. I've been around numerous of people that are so fake. One thing about me is I'm very intuitive. So when it comes to being intuitive, you could read literally through people. You can tell when they're lying, when they're faking it, especially when it comes to a work setting. Be very mindful of who you share your information with, your personal life with, and just keep this in mind. When we go to work, keep it work casual. You're there to work, make money. Yeah, you can definitely socialize with them, but always keep your personal life and work life separate. That is the key to having a successful work environment, and no one knows about your business. Because let's say if you get terminated, you know, they're going to be talking about you and your life, whether it's your love life or you know, an episode in your life where you were really going through it. You know, you probably had a hardship in your life. So definitely be mindful of what you share, because nowadays people are so fake. One, you can tell them your business and they're like, oh no, you can definitely trust me with this. Trust me. I'll definitely keep my mouth closed. And they're like, oh no, trust me, you can tell me anything you want. My mouth is going to be closed. I'm not the type to share anyone's personal information with others. And they're the same person who's stabbing you in the back, literally sharing your information with other people. And now the whole department that you work in knows about your business. And then when you walk in, they're like, oh, hey, how are you? How's everything going? When in reality, they know what's been going on in your life and how you've been moving and how stressful you are. You know, if you told a person about your situation that's stressing you, they know what's stressing you. And let's say if they want to get you out of the company or out of the work environment, what are they going to do? They're going to make you feel super stressed and overwhelmed to the point where you just want to quit and give up. And being a pretty girl in the work environment, you definitely have to be mindful. I actually came across a TikTok video about this girl who literally shared her details on, you know, tips and tricks. And I'm actually going to either insert her video here or actually write bullet points on the points that she had mentioned. And that definitely spoke volumes to me.
When you are a pretty girl in the workplace, there is a lot of things that you have to be aware of or to keep a lookout for, because of the fact that I actually have experienced this myself. Like, not the most gorgeous girl in the world, but I would say I'm a pretty girl. But regardless, is that a lot of workplaces that you go into, there's going to be people that will not like you for no actual reason. You could be so sweet and nice, and women and or men will just be kind of weird to you. It really depends on the vibe. Mostly the guys will be cool with you. However, they will be harder on you if you make a mistake at work. Like, they'll just be a lot harder on you because they think to themselves, like, yeah, of course you would mess this up. Like, if you look like that, like, it makes sense, right? Like, you're gonna mess up on something. Like, of course you would, because you're a pretty girl, like, maybe who isn't smart, even though that's not the case. And there are gonna be women too that either will just be like cool with you and actually like vibe with you, or there's gonna be girls that just will not mess with you like that. Like, they have no particular reason to not like you. They just don't like you. And then you have the fake people that are like pretending to be your friend but just want to use information from you to use against you. So if you are in the workplace and you are a pretty girl, show up still as the pretty girl, but just be careful, because there are people that are going to want to look out for your downfall. It really sucks because you do have to, if you're a pretty girl, you also have to be very smart as well to almost like compensate, to show people that you're not just like pretty and like sit there, right? You actually have good qualities to bring to the workplace, right? So it's like you have to just prove yourself more, unfortunately. Still be yourself. And I would just say this, look, I mind my business at work. You should mind your business at work too. You don't have to be friends with everybody. If someone's cool with you, cool. If someone's not cool with you, that's okay. That's their problem. Still be you. Let your presence bother them. Let it bother them. Walk with your head held high and do your thing, girl. And if there are people that are actually trying to like bring you down and all that, like in the workplace, just clock it. And, you know, just at the end of the day, know that just keep doing your job, keep doing a good job, and do you, and you're gonna be okay. But also have receipts to back you up as well, so that, you know, if anything does come up, you can be like, hey, here's exactly what happened. It's unfortunate, it really is, but that's just kind of how you have to operate in the world if you're a pretty girl in the workplace. So just be careful.
Being a pretty girl in the work environment, yes. Looks do matter when it comes to being a girl, especially being a girl. Of course, everyone's going to be friendly with you. There's probably going to be people where they don't like you for no reason, for no particular reason. And there's going to be a chunk of people who are being fake towards you for no apparent reason. And there's others they'll try to get close to you to grasp as much information as they can, and then just go complain or go tell somebody else. And obviously they're going to move the words around, make their own adjustment to a false statement that you never even mentioned to them, just to get you in trouble so you can get fired, get terminated. And fakeness is a thing. Fakeness is a thing. And there's nothing we can do when it comes to people being fake. People are going to be fake at the end of the day for no apparent reason. You know how bizarre that sounds? Just let it sink in. You know how bizarre it sounds to just know that at the end of the day, there's always that one person who's going to be fake regardless of no apparent reason. Again, my thing is, what's the whole point of being fake? Why are you being fake? If you don't like someone, distance yourself away from them. Don't socialize with them. But what's the whole point of being fake or pretending to be friends with someone when in reality you're backstabbing them? People being fake is going to be a thing. And it's very questionable sometimes. And sometimes you never would have expected that one person that you have, gained a friendship in to be fake. Fake is a thing now. And I can definitely go on and on of examples. So let's say when you're friends with someone, secret animosity is definitely a thing. I've experienced it. I've had friends who I honestly had genuine, like I showed them genuine friendship. I was a genuine friend. I was a good friend to them, and turned out that they were secretly hating on me. They had secret animosity. They wanted to be like me. So the point where they asked me, where do you buy your clothes from? Oh my God, girl, like, do you have any clothes that you're not using anymore? So I can maybe buy it off of you. Or like, for me, that in particular, it's like, you like my style. You like the way I dress up. So you want my old clothes that probably no longer fits me or I no longer use. So you can keep them and dress up the way that I dress up. But that's someone who's unhappy with themselves. Like, for me, that's just, it speaks volume. That's someone who's unhappy with themselves and they want to be someone who they're not. And for that type of person, they need to seek therapy. Because you should be in love with who you are as an individual. Because looking back then, me and her, we had two different aesthetic. Our dress code, the way we dress up, was totally different. The way we do our makeup was different. The way we style our hair is different. We were two completely different aesthetics. I don't even know why I kept that friendship going any further than it was supposed to after so many downfalls and so many stages where we wasn't talking for periods of time. And that was my mistake. And that was my mistake, and that will never happen again. Any red flags or downfalls, we're adults. You should know how to approach someone. You should know, hey, I wouldn't like it if they do it to me. Now, if you do that to me and you know you wouldn't like for that person or anyone to do it to you, then you should be mindful of how you treat others. I'm the type where treat others the way you want to be treated. If you treated me that way and I treat you like that in return, don't be offended. Don't be surprised because you did it to me first. So at the end of the day, secret animosity is a real thing, and I want you guys to keep that in mind. That's pretty much like fakeness. They're basically faking their persona in front of you, but in the back end, they literally want to stab you. They just want you gone. Like they dislike you for you just being yourself. And now that right there is dangerous. And they're literally faking a persona in front of you. Like they're literally being fake to you in front of your face. And as an intuitive person, I seen that. But I just felt like, you know what? Like she's my only like friend who's always down to go out with. And at that time in my life, like I just wanted to go out as often as I can and just have a good time. And turns out that that's not the good way, the good route about. If that person is giving you red flags, that's just not a good person. You need to let them go immediately, because you just never know how things can proceed when you guys get into a big argument. And imagine it's just you guys two in the same car, in the same room, and how would she even approach it? You know, I've read so many stories about friends having secret animosity towards each other to, I don't even want to talk about it. It ends up to them killing the person that they actually have secret animosity towards, and they just dislike them. So sometimes you have to be aware of your surroundings and cut people who no longer serves purpose in your life. Whether you need to unfriend them, block them on social media. If that gives you peace, go ahead and do that, because your peace is your everything. You know, in the world where a lot of people are suffering from stress, depression, the last thing you want to put yourself into is being stressed or going through a depressive episode in your life. Trust and believe me. And I want you guys to keep this in mind, that everyone has a way of them being fake. There's those where their fakeness is so out there, and when I say so out there, it's like you can literally see it while they're talking to you, or the type of faces they make, especially when you have earned a big accomplishment in your life, or you've reached a big milestone in your life. The fakeness shows it all. Or during your birthday, when they back out, hey, unfortunately I'm able to make it due to whatever the reason may have been at that time. That just shows that they don't really care about the friendship. They don't care about you. They're probably friends with you for some sort of benefit. I don't know what the benefit could be, but just think about it. Now that I'm speaking to you, or while you're watching this video, I'm pretty much speaking to you. This message or this video did not come on your YouTube feed or YouTube page for no reason. This message is directly for you. I'm speaking to you. All of what I said throughout this video. Think about that one friend where you're like, you know what? I don't think she's a good friend. But she's been with me since A1 or since day one. And she's always down to go out. We just vibe so much. But there's like this one particular thing. I just don't feel comfortable around her. I just feel like she dislikes me for no reason. Or sometimes the way she talks to you is just really fake. And you can feel it and just hear it. And just think about that one friend. Is that person worth being in your life? Or imagine if you guys have had multiple downfalls. Is that person really for you? Imagine when you guys have a downfall. Is that person going to go and tell their other friends about what you went through that really hurted you? Because 9 out of 10 times, they're going to be talking about things that you went through that hurted you, that defeated you as a person. They're not going to tell them about the accomplishments that you have undergone or have accomplished throughout your life. Let this all sink in. Is that one person or that 2-3 friends that just crossed your mind, are they worth being in your life? If you're questioning it or you're unsure, they're not meant to be in your life. And I'm here to tell you that they are not meant to be in your life. Because people like that are dangerous. They are dangerous. I'd rather my enemy be visible than having a close enemy that's just so close to you. Like, they know especially when they call you or you're having a girls' night, how invested they are in your life, questioning you. How's love life? How's this going? Oh, how's you and this person going? I know you guys fell off, but how's everything going? Like, they're so invested. Like, instead of talking about, other things, they're so invested in your life in particular. Those type of people you have to be mindful of. And that's why it's extremely important when you signed up for a class. I mean, when you signed up for going back to school to get your bachelor's, your master's, and you're in class or you're taking classes, don't let no one know that you're even going through that process or that phase if you have not gotten accepted, because evil eye is a real thing, and there's people who are preying on your downfall that you don't know about, and that's all fakeness. Because most of the time when you have accomplished something that you've been wanting to accomplish for like years or months, 9 out of 10 times we tell people who we're close to in our circle, and you know what that leads to? When you tell them, you're like, damn, how come I was so close to being accepted to this college and I just got a letter saying that they are unable to proceed with my application, or due to the overwhelming numbers of applicants they couldn't, you just didn't get accepted, and you're like, damn, but I only, like, you question yourself, you're like, like, you just question yourself, and 9 out of 10 times is because you opened your mouth, you jinxed it for yourself. That's an example of someone being fake. And being fake is the most disgusting thing a human being could ever do to someone else. Because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. We're here to, create memories on this earth, reach our milestone. Being fake is so nasty. There's no point in being fake. If you don't like that person for whatever reason, distance yourself away from them. That will be a huge favor you'll do to them and for yourself, because you're not going to feel like you're secretly competing with them. Competing with someone is nasty work. What's for you will be for you. Competing with someone is nasty work. What's for you will be for you. And what's for them will always be for them. Whether they have a better life than you, that is unfortunate. That is something that no one can ever fix or change. Again, our life is already written. We're living it day by day. We are living our life day by day. If that person was destined to be rich and you were destined to be middle class, unfortunately, that's how it's going to go. Of course, there's so many ways to, collect money, by working, by starting your business, by starting social media, being an influencer, or, the CEO of your company. There's so many ways. But then again, you have to be mindful. Everyone on this earth has a purpose on this earth, So definitely be mindful of how you treat someone. Karma is a real thing. Being fake, there's no need to being fake. There's people who act like they're your friend, but they're really not your friend. They're your own enemy, and they're in your own circle. Fakeness is a real thing. And why are people fake? It's questionable. Why are people fake? What are they gaining by being fake? What's the point of being fake? Let this all sink in. What's the point of being fake? What are you really earning from being fake? Because last time I checked, when you become fake or are giving people fake energy, People feel it 9 out of 10 times. How would you feel if that person is fake to you? Out of the blue, they just became fake. They reciprocated the same energy that you're reciprocating to them. How would you feel? If you don't like the fakeness or the energy that they provided to you, or you wouldn't want to be treated the way you wouldn't want to be treated the way that someone who's fake is treating you, don't do it. And I don't know what targeted audience has came across this video. If you're someone who's fake in a work environment, please stop it. Karma is a real thing. And being fake is disgusting work. There's no need to be fake. You don't like that person. You don't like that company. You don't like that organization. You don't like the setting that you're in. Remove yourself. There's always a better space for you that you are going to feel welcomed and you're going to feel included, comfortable in. And you wouldn't need to be fake. Because being fake, you're literally putting a persona that you're not. And God does not condone that. Being fake is the worst thing that you could ever do. Because 9 out of 10 times, there's a few people who are going to notice your fakeness. They're either one, going to distance themselves away from you, or two, they're going to just be talking to you. They're going to be talking to you and just show you, okay, especially if you guys are working as a team, unfortunately, they have to talk to you. They have to interact with you. But will they like you as a person? Maybe not. So definitely keep this in mind. Fakeness is a real thing. Why are people so fake? Let this all sink in. Why are people so fake? If you have experienced someone in your life who has been fake to you, leave it down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want you guys to understand that in this world that we live in, people are going to be fake regardless. And there's so many answers to why are people so fake. There's so many answers. Everyone has different perspectives when it comes to that. And I want you guys to keep in mind that keep doing you. If people are being fake, ignore it. Keep being you. Keep being yourself. Just remember that karma is a real thing and God does not like ugly.